to the podcast. Well, you better tune in. You can see the picture. All you gotta do is zoom in. You in your man cave. There's no time for your girlfriend. They talk about the Sixers and how the Sixers gonna win. If they take your loss, they gonna hear BG going in. Jenny from the block, that's a lot. They was up 10, now they down 5. You can see it in his eyes. He a fan for life, and he's sitting courtside. Sports guy, if you know me, I'ma say fly. How I cross you over like when they had AI. I still the ball. I ain't ask you, may I? Not at my house, they can back. I ain't gotta try. Maxie for the 3, he try and win. They don't want the time. B try and win. I don't wanna see that boy cry. I live by the gun. I'ma shoot. I don't wanna die to eat, sleep sixes. You should know that it's game time.
So this shit wavy.
Welcome back to Eat, Sleep, Sixes. It's been a long time, y'all. I don't remember the last time I saw the Sixers play. It's been a long time. We've been off since Sunday. I got Jenny with me. I got Carl with me, and we ready for some Sixers basketball. We are healthy, not fully healthy. We are missing some pieces, but overall, we are healthy. We're missing Caleb Martin tonight. We're missing Adam Bona tonight. But overall, the Sixers are healthy. How y'all feeling?
You go ahead first.
Relieved, ready to see some professional basketball for a good stretch of games. Looking forward to that. We've been looking forward to that quite a while, having guys in their proper role. I'm excited. Jen, how are you feeling?
Well, it just occurred to me that we are a quarter of the way through the season already, y'all. And normally by this time, we're talking like, giving people grades on how they've been doing so far. And like, I'm usually really into what's going on all around the NBA by now. I'll tell you, I have been really tuned out, but it's not too late to tune back in. So we got these 2 wins we're coming off of. Unfortunately, kind of stunted our momentum a little bit having those days off, but I hope we just go out there and pick up where we left off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hold up. I was about to get into what I wanted to say, but we got to give my man a shout out before we get into anything.
Hey!
We got to give my man a shout out before we get into anything. What up, Fred, man? We appreciate you coming through, you bum Lakers
Fred
fan.
Jizza.
You bum-ass Lakers fan. I got the starting lineup.
All right, let's hear it.
And it's exactly what we want, y'all. I don't think I need to say it, but I'll say it because it's exactly what we want. We got
Talk to me, BJ.
Maxey, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, Gershon Yabusele, and the big fella who I'm hearing looks good. I gotta see it, but they saying the big fella look healthy.
Streets are talking, and I saw some tape from practice. I'm going to say he looked good, and the vibes look good. I know people aren't real big on vibes, but the vibes look good. It makes you a little happier.
You know what makes me feel good about the vibes? I don't think it's fake. When Tyrese Maxey was doing his post-game interview and realized he got a triple-double, and the big fella walked over and he said, "Hey, I got a triple-double." He was like, "What? Your first one? No way." And he looked genuinely excited that Tyrese Maxey got a triple-double and he was a part of it. So it looks like maybe this team seems like they like each other. That's what I'll say. They like each other.
Let me add on to that. Let me piggyback to that. An insert I heard from PG when they asked him about Joel and how he's been dealing with the depression. PG actually said, "I've been talking with him. We've been rapping. That's something I can identify with. I can help him out with that." It shows that he cares. When have we had a veteran on this team that can identify with what Joel goes through, the pressure of being the guy, along with having career-ending type injuries? that he has to mentally get through. I think it's great. And I think we're at a great spot in the standings and at a point of the season where we're getting healthy. Don't look now. We go for a run. We might be in the fourth spot before you know it. I'm just saying.
We
The East
definitely
not looking like that.
we definitely have a hole to climb out of, but you're not. That's not a crazy take, Carl. I'll give you that, man. Um, maybe 2 weeks ago, I would have said, man, whatever, whatever. You keep on believing
Shove
in
your
this, but,
vibes.
but I'm not gonna lie, man. I got a weird feeling about these guys right now, and I think I'm not going to say they figured it out, but I think they want to play for each other and with each other. It feels like it. It feels like the vibe around this team is all positive right now. Hopefully, we can get some headlines about basketball instead of bullshit. that,
Absolutely. One of those headlines about basketball had to do with Caleb Martin. Don't you just love a segue like that? So Caleb Martin, my guy, we've been all a little kind of concerned, but no one on this podcast has jumped off the Caleb
you
Martin train. We are all still big fans, but we are starting to get some understanding for why maybe his shots are a little off, and he's been suffering with some shoulder impingement. So we hope that heals up for you quickly, Caleb, and we're rocking for you, man. We're still holding off for you.
I know
know,
I've joked on here, but it just shows to the toughness of this guy. He's only sitting out because the team is healthy. He was actually playing through that because we didn't have any star power, and he wanted to be out there to support the team. I was getting on him about missing shots. I still want to see him hit shots when he get healthy. At a clip that we're used to seeing him hit, open threes and things of that sort. So shout out to him though.
Yeah, your point at the top of that comment you just made is exactly what I was about to say. Um, it's crazy. Like I think he's admitting the injury and actually sitting out because we are our healthiest right now.
Yeah,
I
I
think that's.
agree.
I mean, it
I think
looks like
that's it.
it. We all noticed it was a point where it's like, hold up, Caleb Martin looked weird, but
Yep, and he's
it might have
normally
been
such a
look,
like a
we need
sharpshooter.
you out there.
I
But
want to
there's
talk.
a difference between hurt and injury. Like because he could be out there, it was probably best that he was out
I want to touch on the topic. There's been a lot of slander about a few guys on this team that I want to address in a proper manner. People wanted him traded. People wanted to question him being in a starting lineup and his superstar status, newly superstar status that we graded him with. The player I'm talking about is Tyrese Maxey. There was a lot of shade coming Maxey's way from missing shots, being thrusted into a position that I feel like that he wasn't accustomed to playing. That is the lead guy. That is everything's on me. That's no spacing on the floor because guess what? The MVP is not playing. The other night we got the best game of the year out of Tyrese Maxey. What's the coincidence in that? Joel Embiid's on the floor. He has that spacing. He has more confidence out there. It showed, and it's no knock on him. Kobe wasn't Kobe without Shaq. Shaq wasn't Shaq without Kobe. Certain players need each other to feed off of each other to be even greater. I don't even think Joel would be as great as he is if he didn't have a Tyrese Maxey to roll off the pick and roll, to be that threat, to stretch the floor and things like that. So some things coincide with each other. So, that's why I wasn't quick to judge certain players on this team without having the full complement. BG, as always, you're making a face. Talk to the people.
there. All I talked about was what I saw. Carl, I can't say, well, let's give him a pass. Joel's not there. He'll figure it out. But we know Joel's not going to be there. We paid you big to keep the ship afloat when Joel's not there. I don't need you to be the best player in the NBA. We just wanted him to shoot better. He was slumping, and we were talking about the fact that he was slumping. I don't think anybody on here, well, I won't even say think. I know nobody on here ever wanted to trade Tyrese Maxey.
And that wasn't for nobody on here.
Nobody
Where that
on
was
here
pointed to.
wanted to trade Tyrese Maxey, but we were concerned with his play without Joel for these first couple games. This first half of the season, not half, this first quarter of the season. So I think it was justified. He was graded and criticized for what we saw.
Right.
but never
Absolutely.
trade Tyrese Maxey. You do that?
No, 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 no. No, and I hope that it just goes on an upward trajectory from here and he goes back to being Tyrese Maxey that
Yeah.
we depend on. He did hit a bit of a slump and it happens. I'm sure it happens. And when your team stinks, it's gonna it's gonna definitely happen. You know what I'm saying? He can't be the guy that he can't be the number one. I'm sorry. He's not ready.
He's not at that point of his career, and
I,
that's totally fine. I want to address Big Semi
think
down
he
here.
can. I think he
Yeah,
can be a number one real quick, Carl. I think
go
he
ahead.
can be a number one, but this team isn't built for
It's
him.
not constructed for that.
This is
True.
Exactly.
not
That's a
his
good point.
team.
That's a
So
good
And
I
point.
think he could. It's just
I'll,
this team is not constructed for him to be.
I'm gonna put it even better. I'd rather PG out there without Embiid running the team rather than Tyrese Maxey without Joel Embiid. It's just maturity level. The time in the league, knowing when to pass, knowing when to take assertiveness. Tyrese Maxey is still learning that. And I'll take that with a 23-year-old kid. I'll take that. I'll take
Yeah.
that.
So
So
tonight we have the Indiana Pacers. They are not the same team as last year. I don't know. They're the ninth seed right now. So what are y'all's keys to victory tonight? I know we're the 12th seed, so who the hell are we talking about, right? So what are your keys?
I'm I want to see PG and Joel Embiid get a 2-man game going. I want to see that going, because if we get them getting a 2-man game going, and Tyrese and him already got a 2-man game, that's different. I want to see that tonight. So I'm looking for Joel and PG to play off each other a little bit more tonight. That's my kid.
I got two keys. I
You're
got
like
two.
Give him.
everybody's got to fill in for Jose once in a while.
I got two keys. I do realize that Indiana likes to play, with lack of a better word, no pun intended. They play with great pace. They like to control the pace of the game. They're an up and down team who can score a lot. So I say control the pace is my first key. But one thing I also realized, this isn't a great rebounding team. The last time we played them, we looked amazing. I think it was like 55 to like 30 something. Like we beat them heftily on the board. So that's my other key, is continue that success against this team who doesn't rebound well, because their tallest player hangs out around the 3-point line. Miles Turner he's a stretch five who doesn't get busy too often in the paint. So rebounding and controlling the pace of the game.
Yeah, you said a couple things there that they're not the greatest rebounding team, that's for sure. They do run the pace up fast and score a lot of points. And they're not a good defensive team right now as currently constructed. So for me, it's going to be defense. It's going to be defense and getting those offensive boards, getting the second chance points that could really, really push us over the top.
Hey, Mike. What up, Mike?
I
I'll
was gonna
answer
read.
this.
I'm gonna read it out real quick.
Go ahead.
Carl, mute up real quick. Realistically, do you see this team making any trades, and are you confident this team, as it stands, can be a threat come playoffs if they make it? What y'all think?
I don't think we've seen enough to speak on that, Mike. From what we've seen the other night, fully healthy, I think this team can rock
No,
with anybody.
no. You're going out of order. Answer the first question.
Okay. No, I don't see them making any trades. For a lot of different reasons. But am I confident with the team as it stands? I am, if they stay healthy. Absolutely.
All right. I've been seeing a lot of stuff floating around on Twitter and whatnot, especially around a certain Herb Jones. Do I think this team will make any trades? I think they will. I think they kept a roster spot open, and I think they are not satisfied that this will be the final kind of lineup by playoff time. This team as it is, I don't think so. I don't think they can be a threat come playoff time. No. Are you been watching them this season? How many wins do they have?
But we haven't seen the team we constructed much, Jen.
I
So
know.
I think Mike wants to know if this team, the team we putting out there today, minus Caleb Martin, this team, if come April, Embiid is 85%, Paul George is 90%. If this team can be healthy, are you confident? Not just what we've seen so far, because I agree with you. It's hard to judge what we've seen. We a 5-win team, 6 wins. We're a 6-win team. So I mean, no, what we've seen, no. But what you believe in what we have, if healthy, can we make noise in the playoffs?
I think it depends a lot on our coach and his willingness to play these young guys instead of the veterans. I think we need to see him play the younger, faster, more athletic guys.
Speaking of,
If he's going with the I'm sorry, Carl, if he's going with the Kyle Lowrys and the Eric Gordons and stuff. I mean, I know that the roster size shrinks as we get to the playoffs, but he's still going to play like a 9-man rotation.
speaking of Kyle, I saw in the chat that he is out tonight. So, I don't look at that horribly with a healthy lineup. I would like to see our young rookie off that bench, being first off the bench when Tyrese comes out. I would like to see him to get opportunities. I think he played well last game. I like to see him continue to get comfortable in that role off the bench, playing with a mixed rotation of starters and bench. I want to see him play. So
we're satisfied. We locked in with Yabusele being our starting power forward throughout the season.
I think
absolutely.
so. Well, I mean, time will tell. What do you think, BJ? I'm sorry, I took the question away, but you can answer it.
Before I answer the question, Rick, where you been at, man?
Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
What's up, man? It's been a minute, man. It's good to see you. Good to see you, man. I hope you've been to some. You might have gave away all your tickets this season. Golly, I wouldn't have went to go see him. No, but I like Yabusele. I know early on, BG was not the guy who thought Yabusele would be our power forward. Carl was early on that train. Then he jumped off. And even though I was still off, I slowly became a Yabusele fan, man.
I've been steady on the Yabusele train.
I really like him, man. I really like what he brings to it. He gritty. He's not going to get punked. He go out there and he'll get nasty with the big fellas, like no Diddy. But I just like the way he plays. He's a power forward.
Exactly.
Had a power. That's what I like about him.
I think that's what I got excited about when we signed him. I'm like, guys, we got 4, a real 4. You know, I was excited about that.
To be totally honest, one thing that really, I'll double back on your comment while I jumped off the train on him. I wanted to see.
You didn't like him shooting all of them.
Let's talk about it. I didn't like all the extra threes. I wanted to see the guy that we got from the Olympics. Hard-nosed, drive to the paint, be aggressive, be a dirty guy. He wasn't giving that. It was looking real pretty. He didn't want to get physical. He's been totally different. And I've seen him wanting to get physical, diving to the lane off pick and rolls, attacking the paint. It's the NBA, baby. You can't sit back and shoot threes all day in this league. I'm glad
Before we do the over and unders, I really do want to hear BG's answers to these questions. So.
Oh, realistically, you said, this was the one earlier. Unfortunately, I do see us making a trade. I don't want us to. I don't like that the Sixers have been notoriously known for just not ever really having cohesion. And then we make a trade the second it looks like we got cohesion. So I don't want it. I just want to see if maybe we can go into a season with a roster, maybe add a complimentary piece come February, but nothing just no blockbuster. Don't get rid of 4 or 5 players or 4 or 5 draft picks. I want to see if what Morey put together this summer can win a championship. I want to see that. I want to see if it's possible. So I think it will happen, but I don't want it to. I don't want it to.
We could talk for hours, but we got this important segment that's coming up right now.
I'm sorry.
And now, for BG's Over and Under.
Pretty ironic. Pretty ironic. We got the big three all together once again. Pretty ironic that we got the big three on East League Sixers right now. So all of the over-unders will be addressed by the big three. First, the big fella. What's happening? Mr. P, I heard that you've been playing real MVP-ish lately in practice. You look good. The last game you played, and for the first time, Nick Nurse said something about your injury. He said the words, he's healed well. Like, we haven't got anything from Nick Nurse all season about your injury. And he finally spoke up. So since he said you're healed well, I need your average. And I don't mean what you average right now. I mean what you are known for averaging. So that number is 33 and a half for the big fella after being off an entire week. What y'all got? He usually takes these Miles Turner matchups personal. Like, he liked cooking him, by the way. But I'm going to ask y'all what y'all got. 33 and a half points for Joe.
Over. 4 days off. Easy work by him tonight.
Unless something happens and he's kind of taken a big step back. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I'm not putting that out in the universe for that to have happened. So I'm going with the over because I think we're getting our Joel back. And he does that 33 and a half in his sleep.
I think we got that JoJo back as well. I watched that man score, I think, 19 in the second quarter last game.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Like, he different when he
Like it was nothing,
in.
BG. Like it was nothing.
The 19 and a quarter is absurd. So I'm gonna go over. I don't know if y'all know this, but last time we played the Pacers, Tyrese Maxey scored 45. And we won, by the way. The Pacers is one of our wins this season, y'all. He had 45 the last time he played Indiana. BG don't think this is scoring night. BG saw a point guard acting like a point guard, not a shoot guard last game, Tyrese Maxey. You got it in you again? 7.5 assists for Tyrese Maxey.
I'm going over again. I'm going over again, baby.
I'll take the under. I think PG get a lot of assists tonight.
I'm taking the under as well. I'm gonna take the under. I think Maxey's going to try to find his role with the big fella again. I feel like last game he showed out, but I think things just opened up a lot for them. The Pacers are an active defensive team. I don't think his number will be that high. I'm sorry. I'm gonna scratch this out. I talked about the big three, but I wouldn't be BG if I didn't go to my favorite over under because we're healthy. Because we're healthy, my all-time favorite over under is back on the table. Sorry, Paul George, it was going to be about you, but I'm switching it right here on the fly because we're healthy. Does the bench get us our favorite number? 29 and a half points tonight for the bench. What y'all got?
Over.
I'm trying to think. I'm going to take a minute. All right. So we have KJ. We have Andre. We have Jared McCain. We have
Rookie council.
Ricky's not going to get any minutes. Well, maybe he will. I feel bad for Ricky, man. I do.
Poor Ricky, man.
I feel
Poor
bad
Ricky.
for Ricky, man. I'm going to go under.
Ooh. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. I'm gonna go over. I think McCain has a crazy night tonight. McCain mess around and get that by himself. How about that? McCain mess around and get that by himself. But that's not my bold. I'm gonna leave it up to Carl to start the bold predictions for the night.
Because you know I was feeling bold. Yabusele 6 3-pointers tonight. That spacing that Joel give, he gonna fill that tonight. Wide open in them corners. 6.
I like it. That's bold. That's bold.
Oh, I forgot. No, I didn't. Never mind. Let's see. Go ahead before me, BG. I'm thinking.
We usually go bold with 3 players, and it's always 90. But is it bold to say my big 3 gonna get 80?
I think it's bold because last time when Carl said 90, that was just absurd, and
Yeah,
they
that
got
was
like 60.
they got like 48. I'm gonna go with 80 from the big 3 tonight. 80 points, 30 from Paul George. Well, a high number for Paul George, a really high number for Joel Embiid, and sub 20s for Tyrese Maxey.
All right. I'm gonna go 7 guys in doubles. Big yes.
7. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. So you got 7 guys in double figures, but then you said the bench ain't gonna score 30. So if 7 guys getting double figures, that means at least 20 on the bench. So it's just gonna be McCain and
That's right. That's
oh
right.
man. Before we get out of here, real quick, just a 30 seconds from everybody. KJ Martin, how y'all feeling right now? Because I'm feeling real good. I like him a lot.
See, I feel really good about him too, and what concerns me is that I think he is trade bait.
That's why he getting minutes. That's how he getting so many looks,
That's what's got me concerned.
showcasing him to show, hey, look, you want him? Oh shit. I hope that's
But
not
he
the
looks
case.
really good, man. He's been playing his behind
It's,
off.
it's still early. Post game, you can curse. I might have let a couple slip. Uh, Carl don't look like he ready to answer, so we just gonna close. Look at the top of the screen.
No, give me that. Give it to me again. I'm sorry, sir.
No
You know what
diddy.
I mean.
I just
Pause.
wanted to pay just a quick 30 seconds on KJ Martin. How you feeling?
At first, trade bait. Obviously we put the exception on him. But then I'm starting to see why they possibly could have purposely paid him $5 million. The kid has upside. I see a lot of his dad in him. He could run the floor, very athletic, has a mean streak to him, could block shots, could rebound. You're
But
not
that's
paying a
the
lot for this kid. We
but that's
actually
the
can use
thing.
a power forward off the bench.
But that's
I
the
keep
thing
him
that
around.
but that's the thing that makes him more of trade bait.
That he's performing well, I get
Yeah.
that. But what are we going to get back for him?
I don't think nothing.
Right?
I mean, we could put him and E. Gordon in a package and see if we can get a 2 guard back. I don't know what they're going to do. I
Well,
don't know.
well, we'll see, man. We gotta get to this game, man. Look at the top of the screen. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the East Leaf Sixers podcast. And what else they need to do, Jim?
Y'all need to subscribe to our channel. Last time I looked, we had 777 subscribers, which is a beautiful number. But don't let that stop you. We want to get that up to 1,000. Please subscribe, turn on your notifications so you never miss an episode, and leave us some love in the comments.
All right, man. Don't forget to come back here. Post game, where we celebrating a victory. Let's go, Sixers.